Eva. Eva, baby, you may as well stop looking up under there because it ain't there. It's gone, girl. And when your mama find out that you done lost that stuff, baby, it's going to be trouble, trouble. And I ain't about to lie, I'm ready to gossip about it, so let me hit this intro. Meet the Duprees. They're the ones that run things behind the gates of their private community. The core four of the family are Father Vernon, his wife Anita, and their two daughters, Nicole and Danny. Let's start with Nicole, or Dr. Nicole to you, whose life seems to be so perfect. She and her husband Ted, who's also a doctor, has 3 children, Martin and Catherine, and also Ted's nephew Andre, whom they've raised. Oh, but then there's Danny, who married Bill, and they had 2 daughters, Naomi and Chelsea. And after 30 years, their daughter Naomi moved her best friend Haley into the house, and she stole her man. And now they're getting married, and Danny's not happy about none of that. But how could she be? Listen, Dupree family, you've got our attention, and we're back again today to get the tea, and I'm here to pour it. Because we all want to know what happened today beyond the gates. Oh, y'all, come here. Come on over here. Let me give you a little hug. I know the weekend is over and it's back to the grind, you poor babies. Y'all poor babies. But listen, happy Monday to you because it's going to be all right. It's only 4 more days till the weekend is here again. And we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Listen, if you missed Friday night's live, you missed a good one. A time was had. We laughed over here. We cried. We debated. We shared. It was a good time. It was a real good time. Real family feeling kind of a thing. So always try to join us on Friday nights if you want to, because we just about good times over here and everything. We becoming a community over here, and we love it. We do. We do. Have you hit the like button for me yet? Are you subscribed to the channel? If not, it's free to do so. So please take the time to do it because your support matters to the growth of the channel. And with your help, it helps us to get to where we're trying to get to, which is 3,000 subscribers is the next goal. Let me take a second and see, did we actually make it to the 2,200? Because we did, and then somebody unsubscribed. So we back down to $21.99. I don't know who would unsubscribe from me. Who did it? It's okay though. But yeah, okay. So we need 1 subscriber to make it to 2,200. Would be nice if one of y'all listening would do that for me if you're listening now or if you're listening later. Okay, can you do that for me? All right, I'm gonna see what y'all gonna do. See if you tell them the truth or not. Y'all take a minute for me and say hello to my mods and to Tony Lynn, our official greeter over here with the gatekeepers. Say hey, my squad. You know, one of the squatters is on vacation. My cousin Linda is on her cruise, and she sent me some videos of the room and all of that. Baby, you is really cruising, cousin. I mean, my Lord, today, honey. That balcony you got is as big as some folk room. I could have went and hid out in a luggage or something. Let me know next time. But yeah, we want to wish you a happy bon voyage, and that it looks like you guys are having a good time. All right, y'all. Let me break out this romper room mirror and see who's down typing in the comments.
Who's that typing in the comments?
Who is typing in the comments? Well, as always, first we have Mr. Tony Lynn, who says, good afternoon, greetings, gatekeepers, my squad, Miss Jim, wishing you all a sensational day and a marvelous new week. We are so thrilled that you got that new computer, honey, because that old computer just had us worried. Real Talkers in the house says, good day, everyone. Happy to be here. I miss all of you and you too. And she says she's still watching today's episode. KB Mommy's in here with that wrench. She says, hey, y'all, Miss Jen, my squad, and Tony Lynn and Gatekeeper family. Karen J is also here. She says, good all. I was on vacation last week. I was not able to catch. I'm back in the country, so I am ready. Oh, that sounds like you had a good time. KB Mommy says, hey there to those hiding in the bushes, waiting in the weeds, tuning in from the trees, and even hiding in the hedges. Make sure you smash the like button, and she's right. Steve Haas. Oh wait, Elaine T is also in the house. Hey, Miss Elaine. And Stephen Hoskins is also here and says, good afternoon, gatekeepers, and good afternoon to you. And then let's see, do we have anybody? Bobby Wobby is in the house. He says, hello, everyone, and KB Mommy, Linda, and Below. Wait, Linda in here? I don't know. She said she was going to try to get in here, so we'll see if she actually was able to tune in from out there and wherever she at in the middle of the seas. Everyone speaking to the Mod Squad, thank you guys for that. Bladen Truth is here as well. Says hello, everyone. Happy afternoon. Hey, Bladen. And I think that's it for who's down in the comments. So I'm gonna get on to what had happened was today. Let me scroll back up to these pictures because I thought today was giving a little bit of a little bit. I did. I know one thing. Leslie be over at everybody's house, don't she? Leslie done met up with everybody. Let me pull this paper down so that I can get on to the what had happened was today. Well, now how did I do that when I know I uploaded that picture? Okay, y'all hold on one second. Like I said, they like to change things and play games over here. So, let's see. Do we have the picture or no? Because it should have been the very first picture. Okay, I don't have it. But Tomas is busy bothering Caroline. We haven't seen Caroline in a long time, Bill's assistant. So he's there bothering her, and she informs him that Bill is in the hospital. And then she gives him some cases for him to review in the meantime. Child, I wonder if he about to run up on something by mistake. Y'all think? Because Bill ain't there, and she just handing off stack of stuff. Child, don't you mess around and put these Duprees business in the streets. Don't you do it. Naomi calls her husband and gives him the update on her dad. She's scared, but she's waiting for the word from the doctor about, his condition. And Bill is in there just not being happy, baby. He's just being a big old baby. And yeah, he just mm-mm. Bill ain't there for none of it. Bill ready to go. Bill, like, get your test later and move on away from me. And Haley is trying her best to get him to cooperate. But girl, you ain't really doing that good a job because you ain't, you know. I'm, ain't got nothing to do with love. Just has to do with the fact of who he's more comfortable with and who he's used to for the last 30 years. I mean, if you used to whoever kiss your boo boo and put a band-aid on, that's who you want to kiss your boo boo and put a band-aid on. So I'm just saying, you don't know how he like his boo boo kiss just yet. Ooh, mama, look, I just scratched my hand right there. So you don't know how to do it yet. But don't worry, girl. Danny gonna show you, girl. Just stand back. Hold on, it's coming. Derek runs into Andre down to the orphans, and Andre wants to know about Leslie. Did she really try to off that girl? That's what he want to know. Did that lady really try to do that to that girl? Huh? And speaking of, she's been calling Bill's office, only stating that she's Eve's mom. Yeah, I don't know how I missed these pictures down to the office. But anyway, so while all of this is going on, Caroline was telling Tomas that Leslie has been calling and calling and calling the office, and she's just like, this is Eva's mother. Well, who's calling Eva's mother? Why you gotta keep on putting Eva name in your evilness, girl? Leave that girl alone. Hold on one second, y'all. I wish she would leave Eva alone, but she ain't gonna do it. Dr. Nicole stops by. I'm really confused as to how these pictures got out of sync. That is so confusing me. Craziness. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. Ugh, that is so irritating. After I take, crop, and upload and re-upload these pictures, child. Hold on, did that completely skip? Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to use this one. So Dr. Nicole stops by Eva's room to ask why she called Laura. Like, what you want Laura for? And she says she wanted, and she also wanted Eva to know that there was a time that she trusted her and viewed her as a confidant, but that was then and before your mama showed up. Yo mama done messed all of that. Yo mama just put a whole chank in the wheel. She let you know, honey. Well, Kat is at Leslie's house. For you all that saw this, was it me? Or did that scene kind of pop up like there was no knock on the door or nothing? It's just she was opening the door and Kat was there. I was like, what happened right there? It was like a bad edit that made it through or something. I was a little confused. But anyway, Kat shows up at Leslie's door. Let me go back up and use this one. She shows us up at Leslie's house, and Leslie's all excited. Oh, girl, how you doing? I thought I knew you was coming out of baked up cake. Just giving her all of that. And she says, I know you came to apologize, right? Did you come to apologize? And then ask her if she has any manners that she's learned up in that big mansion, child. Because you know you're supposed to be here to say, you're sorry. And then she tells her, she said, let me tell you how it goes. You should be, and she can't like apologize for what she said. You should be saying, oh, Leslie, I want to let you know how wrong I was about Eva and how wrong I was about you. That's how your grandmama Anita talk, right? That's how your granny talk, right? Good baby Leslie knows she know how to dig some screws in. You know you better keep somebody grandmama name out your mouth. Girl, you must be trying to start something. Cat need to put a stick on her shoulder and tell her knock it off, and then just go on and just bam, 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 just wail into her. Because you're doing too much, Leslie. But we love it. We do. You know we do. Well, Bill is being wheeled out into the hallway, and he sees his girls and he starts to chat with them. And they all exchange the I love yous, and the girls wait in the hallway because they don't want to quite deal with Haley just yet. They was like, we're going to stay out here and chill. We ain't quite ready to do the whole Haley thing. I ain't ready for all that. I ain't ready for all that. So that's what they do. They decide to stay out there for a few minutes. You know, they need a minute to regroup themselves. Well, Eva told Dr. Nicole, okay, Eva told Dr. Nicole that she was helping Laura. That's why she was in touch with her. And because she wanted, let me make sure my sound is on. And because she wanted to, so because she wanted to. And then Nicole asked Eva, are you still in touch with your mother? And Eva said, that doesn't make us alike. And Nicole said, it don't make you immune either. I've been in mental health for a long time. And certain people, and in this instance, we know you mean her mama. Her mama is the certain people's. Okay. She said certain people never accept defeat and do whatever they got to do to win, no matter how low down and dirty and dark it may be. I'm not saying your mama, but I'm saying somebody like your mama. I'm not saying your mama Santa Claus. I'm just saying she wearing the suit and ringing the bell. That's what I'm saying. But I ain't trying to talk about your mama. But I'm talking about your mama. Yeah, they can't accept defeat. And they're going to do whatever they got to do. And Eva feels though that somebody needs to be there for her mother. She's like, she needs some kind of support. I know she's crazy, but don't you think she needs some support too? And Eva told her, she said, and if you're asking me that I got to choose between my dad and my mom, that's not something I can do. That's a test I'm going to fail. Understandable. Her mama crazy, but that's still her mama. We don't get to choose what we get. KB Mommy is saying, please be respectful with all creative and curse and buzzwords. Yeah, you can't write that down here. You can't say if you're gonna say something about somebody leaving. You have to say smurder. You have to say smex. You have to say things like that. There's certain things you can't say. YouTube is on the warpath, and they're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get us over here. That's not what they're not gonna do. Mm-mm. Cat claims that why she's there is because she wants a truce. And Leslie phone rings and she tells her, "You stand right there where I can see it. And you don't make no fast moves. Okay? Put your hands where my eyes can see. Okay?" So who was on the phone was Tomas. Tomas was like, "Lady, what is you calling me for? What do you want?" And she said, "I just need to meet with you face to face. What I need to say. I want to talk over the telephone lines, you understand?" And he suggests the office. She was like, "No, I ain't trying to come to the office now. Y'all might be trying to trap a sister up." So Kat is busy looking out the window and then sets it where the window is unlocked because she's like, "Oh," because they on a ground floor apartment. And she's like, "Eureka. I think I just found myself a way back in here." Girl, you better go ahead on with your white. Is she wearing white pantyhose at me? Ain't nothing wrong with that, but is she wearing white pantyhose? Fishnets, white pantyhose. Is she wearing pantyhose? I don't know. It would be nice to put some money back in the pantyhose department and the underwear department because I'm sick of people. I need the men to cover up they underwear and the women to put theirs back on. I'm tired. Off subject. Okay, back on subject now. Cat, let me find my place again. Hold on one second. So when Leslie gets off the phone, she tells Kat that she's moving around a little bit too much. Now you doing too much. I need you to be still. And then Kat was like, "Oh, I wasn't aware that I wasn't able to make no moves at all. I mean, I can't move, I can't breathe, I can't what? I can't what?" So she was like, "Well, I'm about to go." And girl, you fortunate that you keep on getting the lead back out of here. You're fortunate, girl. You better stop going over there. But keep on playing. You're gonna find out fat me greasy indeed, ma'am. You are. You gonna find out. Hey, Below Diddy. She gonna find out. You're gonna find out. Well, anyway, she goes on and leave, but Cat did just hold on one second. Let me figure out what I wrote. Hold on one second. Okay, so she told her to leave, and so she did go on and leave. Now, Cat, I think, and Leslie square up very well together. They really do. Don't y'all think so? They can go back and forth with each other with such cat-like precision. They don't flinch from each other. Even when Leslie said something slick to her about dating her daddy, Cat did not flinch because, baby, I would have threw my purse at her. That purse would have been on her. Do you hear me? You'll be talking slick about my dad. First, you already said something about my grandmama. Then you done said something about my girl. It's time for us to just go and square up in here. We just wanted to call the people because you want it at this point. You asking for it. You about to get it. Just keep on. What did I just drop? Okay. Back at the hospital, Naomi and Chelsea go into Bill's room where Haley is. Let me see if I have that picture in queue. Okay. So Naomi and Chelsea go into Bill's room where Haley is. And Haley ran up there, baby, and grabbed a hold of Nicole, Naomi, like her whole life was ending. She was like, "Oh," just soon as she saw it, she just broke down, ran across the room, and ran into her arms like a puppy, glad to see somebody at the end of the day. I'm so glad you. And Naomi's looking like, girl, girl. She was like, "What am I gonna do if anything happens to him, Naomi?" Naomi was like, "Girl." But in moments like this, you got to act right. You got to be there for people. You can't just be treating people in no kind of way just because they done you like that. You got to act right now because, you don't want the Lord to bring nothing back on you. Naomi and Chelsea end up being kind to her. They do. And she tells them what happened at home, and Haley's blaming herself, and she says she should have made him get there earlier, and she was just upset with herself that she did not get him to come in. But she's happy that they don't blame her because they're like, we don't blame you. And she's like, I'm so happy. That makes me so happy. You don't understand how glad I am to hear that. Danny rushes into the room. I have that picture. Let me see if I can find that. I do not understand what went on with these pictures today. This is craziness. They're completely in a different order than I uploaded them. And that's crazy work. That's never happened before. That's new. So let's see if I, okay, so here's that picture. Okay, so while they're talking, Danny is rushing into the room, but she stops. And so she gets to hear and see what's going on. And she assesses that and she just kind of bags back out the room, let them have that moment. It ain't like she was like, get away from my daughters. She came in, Danny's being cool. Real talk now, you should be happy with the way that Danny is behaving today now because she's behaving well. She is. Everybody's on their good behavior. Dr. Nicole told Eva, let me go back up to this picture. This is so maddening. Okay, Dr. Nicole told Eva to watch out for herself with her mom. And she told Dr. Nicole that she was so in sync. She was trying to get Dr. Nicole to see, like, Ted would say the same thing to me. You guys are so in sync with each other. You really are, and it really shows. Plus, she wanted to apologize to Nicole for the part that she played in all of this mess with her mother. She's like, I meant to do this and it turned into that. And I just hope that one day you'll be able to forgive me. And I hope you and Ted will be able to reconcile. She said, because it's the only way I'm ever going to be able to forgive myself. Nicole accepts her apology and leaves. And I'm going to tell y'all something, baby. That Eva can act. This actress, I think her name is Amber. Amber can act. Because she had me about to cry with a child. I was like, one thing this girl can do is evoke emotion. Sidebar. Baby, did y'all have seen Audrey McDaniel? Is it McDaniel or McDonald? Sing at the Tonys last night? Because she didn't get the top prize, but I'm gonna tell you what. People gonna be talking about that performance because that was the performance of the Tonys history, as far as I'm concerned. Because she sang for her life last night. She was singing and acting at the same time. All you could feel was that she was a mother whose daughters had went off and left her. And she was like, and now it's time for me. Baby, if y'all ain't watched that, go Google it and find Audrey McDonald performing at the Tonys last night. She ate and left no crumbs. But anyway, I think Amber is a very good actress. She's a really good actress, and she's very good at moving you when she's doing moving scenes. So bravo to her. Bravo for her. Derek is back at the back. Wait, okay. Derek is back at the precinct. Let me find this picture. I'm sorry, you all, for this, but they moved my pictures around, so now I got to figure out where these scenes are. Oh Lord, and this is part of what takes me so long because I have to put them in order of the story being told. Okay, I don't see it now, so I'm just going to have to say Derek went to the precinct and he was talking to Jacob and he wanted to know about Leslie. He's like, because she's been questioning Ashley about Laura and footage at the hospital and stuff. And Ashley told him that she's trying to spin that the Duprees are setting her up. And Derek hopes that they will lock this lunatic up. Tomas and Leslie meet up at Orphagene's. Let me see, can I find that? Okay, Tomas and Leslie meet up at Orphagene's, and she tells him that Eva speaks so very highly of him and asks if she's, and he's like, are you looking for a lawyer or something? And she's like, I ain't looking for no lawyer, but I do need your help with something. And it sounds like she's asking him to be her fixer to him with the Duprees. A sidebar. Who hasn't Leslie mixed with yet on this show? Just this last week or so, huh? Cause she done mixed up with let me think, Mona, with Jacob, with Jan, with Nicole, with Ted, with Bill, with Kat, with Tomas, all the Duprees, the nurse and the messy nurse, Laura. Who haven't you contacted yet? Is this a strategy? Because she covering everybody. Has she contacted y'all? Y'all seen her? Bilo, I know you was at rehearsal the other night. Was she there? Bilo, was she at your rehearsal? Because you know she be singing in the choir, child. You have to watch out, look around, make sure she ain't in there. Danny talks to the girls outside in the hallway, and Bill was on his way coming back from taking his test, and he's relieved to see them all. And he asked them all to stick around because Danny was comforting to him. I'm sorry, sometimes it ain't got nothing to do with love. It's just got to do with what you used to. And Danny was leaning down talking to him. Yes, Bill. Yes, Bill. And you are fighting. Bill was loving that. Child, who don't want to see the person that comfort them when you're scared? I know that's who I want. I wish I could see my dad when something going to the left of me, because my daddy, child, ain't nothing like the person that comfort you, okay? Jacob and Derek are still talking at the precinct, and Derek is worried. He said that lunatic is stalking Ashley, and Jacob assures him that she is at the top of his to-do list, his hit list, and he's got a tip that looks promising, and they both get up and leave. Back at Bill's room, Ashley is inputting info. That's not the right picture. Let's see, do I have that one? Hold on, you guys. Okay, Ashley is inputting information into the computer. And let me find my place again. And Danny comes in, and Bill and her start to playfully quip with each other. And she said, Bill, you were such a resident genius. And then Bill said, that's what made us such a great team. That's what Bill said. That's what he said. That's what he showed up said. And Haley was looking like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it. Yeah, below, send the pictures, because I think we're going to do one Friday night, some picture sharing and talk about some stuff we're all doing. And have Linda share her vacation pictures and stuff. So maybe we'll do it all in one night. But anyway, I know that had to be quite a revelation. Quite a sensation for Haley. But I don't think I really would have cared because, like I said, I've been here 2 minutes. She was there for 30 some odd years. They got a connection. Whatever. I got him now. That's all that matters. Well, Danny also reminded Bill that he needs to chill out. He's got children, and she's like, and one on the way. She's like, yeah, and he's got one on the way. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, girl, thank you for that unsolicited testimonial, Haley. Yes, he has one on the way, maybe, probably, we think, perhaps. Because Danny don't believe it. But at least she ain't talk about it at the hospital. She didn't. I don't think she did. She ain't breaking up. No, she didn't. Bill she said, but everybody needs you, and Bill is smiling at her. And Haley went over there and grabbed his hand right quick. She was like, yes, because we got a love thing. Yes, we do. Girl, don't let Danny make you feel insecure. That's your man, girl. Calm down. That's your man. That is your man. Anyway, she grabbed his hand and said, she don't like this. And I said to myself, she don't like this connection that she watching. But girl, this what you wanted when you put your hand in somebody else's situation, girl. This what you wanted. This what you signed up for. This the job, girl. This the job. Side chick turned wife means that you got to sit on the side too sometimes. Stay there. Anyway, Andre is out there asking Ashley about Leslie. And she said, I don't know why that woman think I owe her nothing just because she was friends with my mama for a hot second. I don't owe her nothing. And Andre said, well, you have one of those faces. And she was like, what kind of face? He said, the kind that feeds stray cats. You got a soft spot, and Leslie know it, and she gonna circle back on you for that. He ain't lying. He is not. Well, Leslie tells Tomas that what he really needs in his life is a cat. Think about it. Think about it. Mhm. And she thinks that he is the answer to all her problems. I want protection from that vengeful little gutter snipe. Girl, you be watching Iyanla Vanzant too. Because you know Iyanla is the one that reintroduced us to the whole gutter snipe thing. Then the next thing I know, I was watching Victoria and somebody got called a gutter snipe. But go ahead, girl, go ahead, get down. You better go ahead on share the big words and things. Okay. Meanwhile, Kat left a window open over to Leslie Dana Sherry Anna house, right? So she climbs on through the window and puts that evidence. Then she done brought with her down up in there because she getting ready to plant that. She climbed on in the apartment because she about to snoop. Well, plant that evidence anyway. Back up in that house. And she puts it down in this bench right here. Of course, at first she had to remove the tide that was in the basket sitting on top of it. But once she put the motorcycle helmet and the gloves and all of that paraphernalia right back into that bench, she did put the basket of tide back on top of the bench where she hid it. Buy some tide, y'all, and run over there to that page, to their IG page, and let them know that the only reason why you're talking about this tide is because you've seen it on beyond the gates. It helps keep the show on. We might be tired of it, but y'all can let the people know. Leslie tells Tomas that she needs. Hold on, I gotta click a different picture. I'm used to just going in order, but okay. Leslie tells Tomas that he needs Kat and that she needs to get these people. Am I in the wrong place? Hold on. Yeah, I'm in the wrong spot. Okay, I already said that. Because I thought she said some more about her daughter. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Okay. Tomas turns Leslie down, and she now regrets doing what she did. What did you do, girl? Hmm? He was like, "What did you do?" And she said, "Well, I told Eva to stay away from you because I know you wanted a cat. But now, I see the vision. You and Eva should be together because you need a woman who will give you that time and attention that you need." And tells him to think about it. Think about it, Tomas. As he leaves, Jacob and Derek were on their way in. And Leslie was glad to see him. She's like, "Oh, y'all just can't get enough of me. I just love it. I do." Everything is about Leslie. It must be wonderful. Andre and Ashley continue to talk on about the Duprees. And y'all don't know how thrown off I am about these pictures not being where they're supposed to be. This is crazy work. I'm sorry. Y'all don't care about that. Let me get on to this. Okay, so they talk on about the Dupree family and how they move, and watching someone you love get hurt must be very hard for all of them to have to endure, especially with all that power. Because they want to hurt somebody. Naomi tells her dad that she's going to file a case against him if he don't get up out of this bed. She said, "That's what I'm going to do. You better get up out this hospital bed, or Dad, that's exactly what I'm going to do." Trying to see, did the picture upload for that? Hold on, you guys. Apologize. Don't believe I see that, so I'm just gonna use this for now. But anyway, she tells her dad that he's gonna need to get out of that bed, or she's gonna file a case against him and his firm. So you better get on out of there. And Bill gets a kick out of that. He was like, "Please, even from here, you couldn't handle me." And then the doctor comes in, and that's when she and Chelsea have to pretend like they don't know each other. But they both was thinking, "Girl, what, girl, who, girl, who," but they played it off. And she tells them that their dad had a small stroke and that it looks like that he can have a full recovery, though, but it will take 3 to 6 months, that he needs to do what he's supposed to do in order for that recovery to happen. And they tell him that he better do what he needs to do. But y'all know Bill ain't about to do none of that. He probably gonna go to 2 appointments, and then that's when he gonna go. He gonna ghost them. He gonna go rogue. He's gonna go rogue. And by the way, that doctor acted like she didn't know Chelsea and Naomi played right along. I mean, this is in front of everybody, right? So it's not the place nor time. So we get it. Danny asks Bill if he needs help with anything. Oh, I hope I had that picture. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. Okay, so Danny asked Bill, does he need help with anything? Because he was squirming around, and he was like, no. In fact, he was more or less giving her the like, girl, would you move? Because she didn't know what she was doing. Bill is a big guy. She didn't know how to maneuver around this big old man child. Leave that to us. We know how to help Bill. You don't know how to help, as they say, helped Bill just yet, girl. Stand back, young lady. But Chelsea ends up stepping forth and helping him, because when Danny said that, Haley went running over there and scooped her out, just had her scooch on out. Just scooch on, heifer, scooch. Real talk, I know you was like, Danny need to move from there. I know you wanted her to get away from him. Because now I did think that she didn't have no business walking up on Bill talking about, did you need help or something? So I think Haley was right to go ahead and scoop her out the way. Scoot out the way, Danny. This ain't your man. This Haley man. But he did allow his daughter to help him. And then Haley was looking like she ain't like that either. You know, she trying to fit in. Trying to fit in. What am I missing down in the comments? Y'all said Mr. Raven Maniac shooting a shot at Miss Jen. What? I'm gonna have to catch this later, see what's going on down in the comments. Okay. But anyway, he ends up letting her help him out. And Haley was feeling a little jealous about that too. But girl, like I told you, now you the one signed up to get in on this family. They was already a set. You can't break up the set, child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's like the fat boys. You got to take them all if you want the completed group. Okay. But anyway, I think that was the end of that. But Chelsea ends up running out to go get some water for her dad. That ain't what she ran out of that for, though. Well, now Leslie is down to the orphans, doing what she do, staring people down, talking over tables. Ain't nobody talking to her yet. And she's poking fun at Derek and Jacob. And Kat comes in, and Leslie looks concerned that Kat is meeting up with him. She was looking like, what is she doing in there with them? Well, this is a family, girl. Calm down. This her people circle. You the one that's the outsider, Leslie. But anyway, she tells Kat if she keep on pushing her, she gonna find out what happens when I push back. You gonna find out what happens when I push back. You gonna mess around, find out. Oh, God. Just keep on, little girl. You gonna mess around, find out. Derek leaves, and then Kat is like, good, because I want to share my new theory with you, child. Let me tell you about what I think our next move need to be. You mean what you done set up? And you know if Jacob find it out, girl, he got to tell it, because you know Jacob is debited out. You know he's officer honest. Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. It just ain't gonna work out in your favor. That's all. Now Leslie went running over to Eva's door, knocking on the door like she was the popo, or like she had to rush in the bathroom or something. It was very. No, she was just, let me in, let me in. And Eva's like, Mama, what is up? What do you want, girl? And she says, I want my stuff right now. And tells Eva to hand it over to her. Eva just crossed her arms and looked at her like, girl, I ain't about to give you nothing. I ain't about to run you nothing. Okay? What is y'all talking about down in these comments? Okay, I'll be back. Haley is trying to help Bill, and it's getting on his nerves. And Danny told her to leave him alone. And once she can't help, wait a minute, hold on, because I think this is kind of redundant. Yeah, I don't know how I got that part in here again, but anyway, that's about how the girls ended up helping Bill out when Haley wasn't able to do so. Po thing. Danny sees Andre out in the hallway, and they out there talking, and Then they started talking out because he was like, "How's Bill doing?" "Oh, he's doing fine." Now, girl, you in there checking on this man. Now you ain't talking to this man. The man you done said you ain't even want. You done said 44 times, "I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you no more." You done said this again and again and again, Miss Jackson, and you ain't never leave, Mr. Jack, did you? So leave this child boy alone. Leave this man child alone, please, child, please. Well, while they out there talking close and whispering, right? They start talking about, well, maybe you could come over later. And then Dr. Nicole got off that elevator and synced them all up on each other like this. I want to be closer to you, baby. What? I want to be closer. Acting like they in there doing belly rubbing. Baby, y'all better bag up. What is y'all doing in the middle of the hospital? But Dr. Nicole had clocked that. So when she got up there, she was talking to him, but they tried to switch up, and it was like, yes, he was, and then I was, yes, and then I was, yeah, yes, what we was doing. Dr. Nicole was like, getting that hair out of her eyes so she could see them clear. Child, please. So she could see this lie y'all trying to tell more clearer. But anyway, Dr. Nicole starts talking to her sister out in the hallway once Andre leaves. But it's too late, y'all. She done seen y'all. She know. She know. She already know. Well, Kat tells Jacob they need to go back to Leslie's house and look again. And he's like, really? She said, yeah, because I got a theory that because you done already went over there and looked, that what she gonna do is go in there and rehide some stuff. And he's like, you know what? You might have a point. You know what? You know what? Because she ain't gonna tell him she done hid that stuff up in there. But she gonna mess around and tell it though. She done re-hid the stuff up there. Eva told her mama, nope, nope, nobody, nope. I ain't giving you that stuff. And then made her leave. Baby, somebody made Leslie do something. What? She's like, I got it under control, mama, and you can just leave. But once she leaves, Eva goes and looks up under that bed, and she like, what? She got up from under that bed. She was looking like, oh my God, because Eva was shook, I tell you. And I got to tell y'all, next week's clips looks kind of intriguing as well. This week's clips look sort of intriguing as well. They do. They really did to me. One thing I thought was interesting. I made it part of the question, so let's just go to that. Y'all know we got to be left with questions. Oh, and I just realized one of these pictures didn't upload. Oh, this thing. All right. Why does Ashley look so worried? Girl, is you and Haley both about to be with child? Is that what it is? Or are you scared Derek about to ask you to marry you? Does Eva tell her mama she done lost her stuff? Or is she just going to try to handle it herself? Are you, Eva? Will Jacob find anything on his second looky look through Leslie's? I don't know. How would I know? Y'all know we got to keep on watching to find out what's going on beyond the gates. All right, y'all, let me see what y'all talking about down in these comments, because look like y'all been had some conversation going on. Let me scroll down. I can't read them all. Let me see. I think I saw somebody new down in the comments too. Let me see about that. Um, let's see. Karen J said, poor Haley. Bobby Wobby said, Derek acting like Cat. Real Talk says, stop treating Danny like she's some kind of god when she isn't. Danny Dupree is the alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end. No other woman is good enough. It's really sickening. And Elaine T said, Bill is also strong in sickness and fear he is strong. He needs a stronger personality to deal with him, which is not women. Personality to deal with him, which is not Haley or his children. Danny is helping and also not digging at Haley. Yeah, I think she is helping him. I have to agree with that. And he wants her there. Bill needs to calm down and listen to the doctors. Whoever can make it happen, it's all good. That's true, because I know if I ever go in, I ain't never been, but one day we all gonna end up in there for something. I need somebody to hold my hand. Leslie MP is getting antsy because she is trying her best to avoid being busted for all of the trouble she's caused. Real Talk says, I wasn't expecting Nicole to go see Eva. I wasn't either. Real Talk says, Leslie was giving me life in that scene today with Kat. Leslie is so unbothered by Kat, she had me hollering, had me screaming. Yeah, like I said, I think they're a good match with each other as far as these characters, because they are not afraid of each other. They are not. They are not. I love the scene with Leslie and Kat. Elaine says, my husband got into it. Wait a minute. My husband and I got into it at these scenes and was, wait a minute. My husband got into it at these scenes and was in love with Leslie. Oh, he likes to watch Leslie. Leslie is beautiful. I told y'all, if I look like that, y'all can tell me nothing. Nothing. I just, I wouldn't act right. Real Talk said, now all of a sudden they love their dad. They wouldn't give him the time of day until now. People change. Situations can make you behave differently. You know, you don't have to hold a grudge forever. That's a choice. Steven says, Kat needs to quit playing like she is Christy Love. Be Christy Love. Nancy Drew and Jessica Fletcher all rolled into one. And Leslie MP needs to quit with her flirting and sweet talk because nobody is buying it. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I remember Christy Love's line that stood with me was, I'm about to arrest you. I'm about to arrest you for MMT. And he said, what's MMT? She said, making me tired, sugar. Real Talk said, Kat shouldn't dare step to Leslie. Kat knows Leslie would drag her. Kat ain't about that life. She too scared to mess up her hair and her nails. Please remember to be respectful to all and creative with buzzwords. Let's see what's going on with my other earpiece here because it's not on. Okay. Bobby Wobby said, Eva should have told Nicole that Laura reached out to her, not the other way around. Well, I don't think Laura wanted nobody to know. Remember, Kat heard it. Kat heard it. Or maybe she told her. KB says she's going to start timing out. I don't know what happened. I guess you had to strike down some comments. So, okay. Karen J says, I love how Eva handled herself today. And if KB does have to time out people, y'all, you have to understand it is because we got to follow the rules over here. You know, don't, it ain't personal. A says, don't trust Tomas totally. You don't trust Tomas? What? Well, and A, welcome down to the comments. You are now officially a geek.
Hey.
Gatekeepers! A decree from the Queen!
Enough. Be seated.
Y'all welcome A on in. Naomi and Chelsea have always loved their father. This isn't a newfound love. I'm sorry, but Leslie won that one today. Leslie won, Cat 0. They haven't loved him for a very long time. It ain't been that long. Just, you know, they not, I wouldn't say love. They've been mad with him. And they've only been mad since they, you know, he left their mom and married their sister best friend. That's when it started. KB says, nope, they're not trusting Eva. Bilo Didi says they've always. KB says, dang sure don't trust Tomas. Steven says, I still have issues with Eva helping her mama, given how Leslie has treated her. That is still her mama. Everybody's not skilled at turning their back on their mama. It's just not. Naomi loved her dad so much that she was ready to destroy everything he built, all because he didn't want to be with her mother anymore. And you know this how at Real Talk. Elaine says, not speaking or accepting toxic behavior from a parent does not equate not loving them. Adults will argue, take a break, and then come back together again. Bilo Didi says they've always loved their dad. They were hurt and disappointed in his actions. Stephen says Thomas is like an old William Bell song. Trying to love too ain't easy to do. Karen J says, I felt sorry for Bill. I had a stroke in February. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Karen, but glad to know you are on the mend. And I have not returned to work. I have to get speech therapy and memory care. I am not even 40 yet. We wish you a speedy recovery, Karen J. And hopefully hanging out with us here helps to ease your day and put your mind on other things. KB Mommy says, please make it make sense. Stop ignoring the fact that these girls were hurt by their father's actions. Real Talk says, okay, fine, I get it, but I get that they were hurt by what he did, but do they think he deserves that? Did Naomi think Bill deserved that? He deserves to lose it all. So, I mean, okay. Everybody's got their own viewpoint. Real Talk said Bill deserves to lose everything. Bill deserves to lose everything he has worked his whole life for, all because he didn't want to be with their mother anymore. Naomi thinks he deserves that. The narrative of Naomi wanting to destroy her dad to avenge her mom is crazy. They have moved on from that. Maybe you should too. I'm glad Naomi didn't reject Haley with the hug. Yeah, I don't think she would have did that. Bill was defending someone who actually harassed people at his firm, including his wife, though she changed her story. Naomi would really feel good knowing that she was the reason her father lost it all. Would Naomi be able to get a good sleep at night? Will she be able to look at herself in the mirror? Hold on. Bill, his daughter's friend while married with her mother. Bill, the Duprees family, to come to his wedding. Miss me with the great father man. Even the woman questioned at one point they had to ask if Naomi's intentions were genuine. I'm moving on. They're not even that important. It's exactly why I'm trying to figure out why they are here. Why are they at the hospital? Yeah, I cannot anymore. It's taking away from the fun of it all. Miss Jen, hold on. Miss Jen, I saw Gypsy on Broadway. Did you? Oh, I wish I could go see her on Broadway. My friend's son is Michael in MJ the Musical that's traveling the states, that's traveling through the United States. He's playing Michael in that role, and that thing is good. If y'all ain't seen MJ the Musical, you check that out. But yeah, I would love to see her in that in on Broadway. Yes, I have to agree. Excuse me. Amber is doing a great job acting. My husband also liked Eva's scenes. Also, he felt bad for her with Nicole. She is a good actress. She really is. I don't care. I will continue putting my foot on Naomi's neck. Naomi is pretty, bitter person, just like her mother. You're free to have your views about the characters. Real talk. I thought Jacob invited Derek to a ride along. No, but he was home today, so I had to watch. He had to watch with me and provided reluctant commentary. He gonna be in there trying to watch it tomorrow. Elaine, watch. What happened today? If Tomas does it, watch him get fired from Bill Hamilton's Esquire. Real Talk says, I don't deny it was nice to see everyone put aside their differences and be there for Bill. It's important to come together at a time like this. Very important. Blatant Truth says, I think Derek wants a little piece of Leslie. Derek wants a little piece of Leslie. Baby, let me tell you something. Derek ain't ready for the prime time. He ain't ready. He ain't ready. Okay. He may as well get somewhere and sat down. This is above his pay grade, honey. Above. Above. Bilo Didi says, I also saw that play Purpose on Broadway. It was phenomenal. I met the cast and also met Ava DuVernay. I'll send you pics. Yeah, please do that. Because like I said, we're going to do like a family night one night and share pictures. And then you guys can come up and talk about your pictures as we put them up if you want. That'd be kind of cool. Stephen says, about the ones Leslie MP hasn't fooled. I don't know what MP means, but hasn't fooled with are the McBrides and Joey Armstrong so far. Okay. Yeah, not yet, but I think she's getting there. Our choir sang with gospel artist Brent Jones. That's why we were rehearsing so much. Oh, okay. Yeah, Haley had to mention the embryo. KB says Thomas is the op. And Stephen Hoskins says, you may be right, but with Joey, that flirting stuff won't get worth a penny. Yeah, Joey don't care about that. A Real Talk says, Thomas is an entire fool. He gets mixed up with Leslie. Thomas is really going to risk his entire career for Leslie, a woman he barely even knows. You know she got that money. I don't know. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like video, and join us in the chat. Let me see if we've made it to 2,200. I only need one subscriber today. Can you guys help me out with that? One person subscribe? I'm going to go in here and look and see, have we made that yet? Nope. Still at $21.99. One little subscriber. Can I have that, please? Bobby Wobby says, cat burglar. And she is. KB Mommy says, not one iota. Plus, Joey could make her and manipulate her personality. Her manipulative personalities disappear. I don't want her gone. We want her there. Real Talk says, so people not, wait a minute. So people in this chat not talking to me no more? Girl, where did that happen? You are good, Real Talk. Blatant Truth says, Leslie's words will drive Thomas straight into Eva's arms. I'm realizing people no longer responding to me. Oh, what Real Talk, maybe they just have moved on to a different point because we were doing the review, and as the review moves, maybe they're moving with the review. Don't take it personal. I cannot take Chelsea. Chelsea be doing too much. Mr. Raviniak 1 says, I've been so mesmerized listening to Miss Jen that I haven't thought about the chit-chatting yet. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Real Talk said, Chelsea comes on way too strong. She gets attached way too quickly. Real Talk says, in the words of Taylor Swift, you need to calm down. You being too loud. I don't know who that is, but okay. Mr. Ravaniak, good to see you. Yes, her voice is soothing. Is it really? Well, thank y'all. Sister, appreciate. The doc is strange, though. Some say she may not be out yet, and she probably not. Probably very private. Exactly. It's bad enough that he is pressuring Doug to pay him $250 big. He is old, and especially after betting his wife, Vanessa, to coax her into money laundering through her business. That's cold work, ain't it? Bobby Wabi says, some of the people are afraid that you might take certain comments the wrong way, and it turns into an argument, Real Talk. Y'all better not be down here arguing. Real Talk says, I think she might be a stalker or obsessed fan because she follows Chelsea on IG. Wait. I think she might be a stalker or obsessed fan because she follows Chelsea on IG. Who? I missed something. Bilo Didi says, okay, Mr. Ravaniak, shooting his shot at Miss Jen. He was giving a compliment. Let the man talk. KB Mommy says, Stephen Hoskins, yes, he was diabolical for that move. He played chess on that arse. Real Talk says, I think Haley will put aside her feelings for Bill's sake. I'm sure Haley won't never deny Naomi and Chelsea's access to their father. I am sure she will tell them that they are welcome to see him. Girl, I don't need nobody permission to tell me come see my dad. I'm coming anyway. Whatever they like it, that is. Exactly. Right now, I'm concerned about her reaction now that she knows Doug's gambling addiction. No fear over here. I don't want to go back and forth with folks on the internet. Elaine T. Jacob is absolutely listening to everything Kat says. So how is he a great detective? Is there something going on down here I missed? Okay. Yes, because her face was so tight when she left out of the casino. This is exactly the problem I have with Danny. She is in here trying to play wife when she run outside to her side. Wait, this is exactly the problem I have with Danny. She's in here trying to play wife, but she runs outside to her side piece. I was worried that Kitty Cat was going to get caught, but she had an interesting plan of how to expose Lulu Leslie again. It makes you wonder what she might say about him, doesn't it? Real Talk says, I agree Danny really does need to leave Andre alone. It's clear she doesn't want him. So stop sending false hope. KB says, Jacob is starting to lose a few points. He's starting off so good being a good detective. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? But I'm gonna tell you something. Maybe that's what happens to a lot of cops. They start out good, but next thing you know, they're doing stuff they didn't think they would be doing just to win, just to make the numbers, just to. Okay, Steven says Leslie needs to lock her house more securely because she was blabbering to Thomas. Cat broke in her crib and put the helmet and gloves back inside, which is against the law. It is. She's planting evidence. You can't do that. And involving Jacob in that. In it, she ain't thinking about nobody right now but herself. And that ain't good. Okay, y'all, we still at $21.99 for subscribers. So please, I need 1 subscriber so we can be at 2,200. It'd be nice. It's good not to see Danny drunk in the past couple of episodes. Oh, you know what? That's true. Maybe they decided not to do that because I'll be pushing that no way. Kat is gonna get in some serious trouble. KB Mommy says, yeah. Plus, Kat did all of that in broad daylight in a bright white top and white pantyhose. I thought she had on. I both hate and like what Kat did. People need to be diabolical when dealing with Leslie, but Kat cannot walk around preaching if she does dishonest things to get her. That's a good point. And Nicole is going to become livid when the truth about Andre and Danny comes out. I wonder if she will though, because I think she done peeped it already and she ain't said nothing. Mm-hmm. KB said, yep, she made it through a whole episode sober. Steven says she gonna get DNA everywhere. Yes, she will and cannot wait. Nicole is also gonna lay into Ted's behind when she finds out that he knew and said nothing. Okay, let me scroll up a little bit more. See how much further. Okay, we don't have that much further to get to the end, so I'll finish these out. What even Leslie MP don't know, what is MP for? Don't know is that the helmet and gloves are, is it Matlock or something? I don't know. Gloves are back at Leslie's. Leslie's crib, no thanks to Kat. The evidence is going to be inadmissible and it will be good for Kat because Jacob told her multiple times to stay out of it and she refuses. As they say in my country, who don't hear does feel. That's a good one. Who don't hear does feel. I got that. If Jacob does, Leslie might be rump roast. Trisha Mann Grant is stunning. I could see why Ted was attracted to Leslie. 30s watching and 16 likes. Hopefully we've got more than 16 likes now, and 1 person to subscribe that hasn't subscribed yet. That goes for you that are listening to this later. Real talk, exactly, because Kat and Eva handled the helmet and gloves with their fingerprints on them the first time they touched them. Not only that, Kat planted evidence. They welcome you in. I see 6 likes for this video. Where them likes at? Steven said, yeah, y'all better get them likes up. Karen J, sending prayers your way. Anyone doing that will seriously have time locked up. KB, I'm showing 21 likes and 30 watching from Belinda Hill. Stephen Haskins says, I know this is off topic, but please remember the family of legendary funk singer Sly Stone, who transitioned this morning. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you for letting us know. Kat is doing too much. Why is she so emotionally vested in this? Excuse me. Why is it all of a wait? Why is it in all of? Let me put it up on the screen. Kat is doing too much. Why is she so emotionally vested in this? Why is in all of this? Okay, what's in it? All this for Kat. What will she be gaining from this? I guess in her head, she's trying to vindicate something for her family. Her family's got torn apart. She's obsessed now, I think. Um, Bill won't be in the hospital if he had gone to the doctor the first time his hand twitched. Real Talk says if Eva gets arrested because of Kat's involvement in the investigation, it will put a strain on her relationship with her father and her boyfriend. I don't know how I ended up muting my mic. That's crazy. Okay, I've been reading y'all comments, but y'all know I ain't about to start over because but I'm just not getting down to that. So I know you guys have sound now, right? Okay. Okay. Everybody was putting twos in the chat. Oh, below DD sent $5. Girl, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me play this money song for you, girl. Thank you so much. You don't know how much I appreciate it. Where my money song at? Get up here. Here we go.
Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me.
Thank you so much, Below Didi. And as you being a moderator, I appreciate that doubly as much because you're already working over here. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. It does help to grow the channel and go toward the cost of running things over here. Let me see what else is down here. Y'all just heard Sly Stone passed away. Belinda says, I didn't ask for this bad news. Doris C said, I'm back. Mentioned you that a moment ago. I'm back. Okay. Hold on. Doris C is in the house. Hey, Doris. She's like, I done come in here. Here y'all coming in here with bad news. She coming over here for a good time. Y'all putting up bad news. Below Didi, thanks for supporting the channel. We appreciate you big time over here. Well, y'all, a time was had. And as I always tell y'all, we don't have to agree with each other. I don't even expect that. Nobody agree with me all the time. But, we, long as we are, I don't like to copy what nobody says, but I do listen to Queen Shiva a lot. And as she always says on her page, challenge the argument, not the person. And I really appreciate the fact that that's the way she always encourages people to be, so we ain't got to agree with each other all the time. It's all good. Mm-hmm. And that's the whole point of the show and talking about it like it's real, because it gives us something to, laugh and talk about. We don't know these folks don't exist for real. If they did, I wouldn't even be talking about them. I'd be scared. I would. I sure enough would. The debate is real, but with love. That's right. You are completely right. That's why I pick up these little things here that just look cute with people fighting like this here. And we had a little bit of that today, but it's all good. Makes it interesting. Elaine says, and passion. That's right. Stand on what you feel, because I done told y'all better not say nothing about no bill. Not to me. Not to me. I don't care what it is. You could slap a cat. I don't care. I do not care. Leave Bill alone. Leave my Billy alone. Shoot, I ain't playing with y'all. Don't mess with Bill. Don't mess with Bill. Leave Bill alone, honey. That's my boy. All right, y'all. I guess I'm going to try to get on up out of here because I got to go make a run. And I decided to do this here first. And if I get on out here, maybe I can be back before it's too dark. And hopefully tomorrow we can come on around the same time. If not, I'll post the time that I can get on here. I think I'm good for tomorrow. Wednesday might be a little challenging because I think I'm having some work done in here on some stuff and everything. I went to get some boards cut, and I told this child I needed a 12-inch wide board, and he gonna give me an 11 wide board. Child, you said Bill back, Bila. You ain't starting it. Why? I'm over here trying to be peaceful. I'm about to go walk out the door to hear you come on. Girl, then bring it. If that's what you want. Is it what you want? Can't wait to see what unfolds on the next Beyond the Gates. KB Mommy's laughing. God, I told y'all better back up off Bill. Okay. Y'all know that's my boy, honey. That's my boy. It is. I just wish we could get old Ted back. Like I said, this actor could play somebody else. He could be let him do something else. But we need our other Bill back. And I don't want to add to the man's. They say he had been feeling bad lately and wanting to, leave acting and stuff. But I don't want to add to that. But we just want Maurice back. We just want him back. Okay. That ain't too much to ask for. Let me check on something while I'm talking to y'all. No word on that yet. Okay. Well, all right, y'all. Like I said, I'm about to get up out of here. She says I'm not falling asleep tomorrow. But Linda, that's what you said now. That's what you said now. But you're going to be laid up in that. And then this going to be going off. Next time on Beyond the Gates, you're going to be like, oh, my Lord. Oh, my God. Lou is in the building. Child, you done slid up in here late. We about to get off here. They in here cat fighting and everything. Today I had to tell them to calm down. But we likes to be spirited over here and talk about things, but only with love. We ain't let nobody beat up on nobody for real over here. Honey. Then you got to fight us all, honey. You fight one, you got to get us all, honey. We just want to tell the new people as they coming in, don't start now. Did y'all see Straw? I thought it was good, but in Tyler Perry fashion, because he always leaves holes and things that get on my nerves. But it was still a really good story. If you didn't see Straw, watch that. That was good. I might need to review that. That was good. But I don't know, because it got on my nerve, too. The man that played her boss, he was on my nerve. Lulu says, good to see you. And she says, not yet. So, hey, Lulu, we live and catch the replay. Yeah, because everybody ready to get out here. I got to go make a quick run and go take care of a little business. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to get ready to get on out of here, and I will see y'all tomorrow. I hope the episode is popping. And Linda, if you're listening to us, you know what she said? It was too much. I always say that because the lady said that in The Gilded Age. If you watch The Gilded Age, or she went across the street and found her butler over there working over there at them other rich people at that new money house, she was like, it's too much. I loved it. KB, I have to walk around the house. I am not. She said, if I have to walk around the house, girl, you're going to be asleep. You're going to be asleep. Okay. All right, then. I'll holler at y'all later. But listen. I hope y'all having a great day. And if not, I want you to remember that there is still some time left. Girl, is that your show, Dee? Girl, The Gilded Age is my jam. And I can't wait for this new season to start because Felicia Rashad is in it. Mm-hmm. All right, I just hope they don't do too much spiritism stuff in because I don't play with that at all. So I'm gonna have to go past all them scenes because I ain't messing with no, I don't play with the devil. He don't play with me. I don't do it. Okay. But anyway, let me say this. So I hope you all are having a great day. And if not, there's still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? All right, y'all. Y'all got, I extended the ending here. I changed the ending. So y'all got roughly 35 seconds to see who gets the last comment up on the screen. Because, I can only post the comments as long as the live lasts. So it's kind of a game for me. So let's see who gets the last comment. All right, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. All right, bye. And y'all, I forgot to do something. Hold on. We still here, right? I forgot to thank my mom.
Thank you, Mod Squad.
Child, what am I thanking up in here? I forgot to thank the mods. Thank you all. Thank you. And Linda, we know you're probably listening later on the ship, girl. Have a good time. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to get on out of here for real this time. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.